What's up guys, and welcome to day 45 of the 100 days RunStreak challenge. My name is Jeremy, you are on the marathon experience, and today we're going to talk about running and painkillers. Let's go. I was quite shocked this morning when I looked at a publication on the Facebook group where someone was asking if they should take painkillers before or after a run. I knew that some people would take aspirins or some of those painkillers sometime for like hard races, like if you're running an ultra marathon, something where you're really going out of your way to do extraordinary things. But asking the question about a daily activity like your daily run, should I take pills before or after, kind of shocked me. And what shocked me even more is that this publication I think had like 130 comments, where probably 70% of the people were explaining if they were taking it before or after. 30% of people would say that they don't take it at all. But I was quite shocked that so many people just take regularly painkillers like that. Now, before I start, I want to say that I'm quite against stealth medication. And I personally think that you should not take a drug that hasn't been prescribed by a doctor, especially if it's something that you're going to do on a daily basis or 3 or 4 times a week. My point on taking drugs if you feel pain because of running is that there are 2 categories, I think. First category, you have an injury, you've done tests, you've seen a doctor, you've broken your ankle, you have plantar fasciitis, you have an injury that has been proven, you've confirmed it with tests, then obviously you should take drugs to compensate for that. That's an illness, that's an injury. You need to do everything you can to make it better. Obviously, there's no wrong in that. I'm completely fine with this, of course. And I've taken drugs sometimes. If I had like an inflammation, I would take like anti-inflammatory drugs. But on the other hand, if you feel like every time you're pushing yourself hard, you get this feel and this urge, this need of taking a painkiller to just cut the edge off and just feel better, I think it's a big mistake. I think there's a lot of things that we can do in our training, in our day-to-day life to ease the pain of running, especially if the pain is muscle soreness or lack of flexibility or just fatigue in general. There are a lot of steps you can take before you start even thinking about taking a painkiller. You need to make sure that you get enough sleep first, that you're eating well, vegetables, fruits. Hydration is key as well. You need to drink at least 2 liters of water every single day. You need to warm up before a run. You need to stretch afterward. You can do massages. All of those solutions, in my mind, are way better than taking painkillers. And if you find yourself in a position where you've done all of those things and you are still feeling very bad after running and you have a very big muscle soreness, it's probably because you're pushing yourself too hard. If it's too hard that you came to the point where you have to take a drug to compensate for it, then your training is not good. You have to change it. You should not think that it's a good thing to push yourself very hard to the point where you have to take drug to compensate for it. I don't see any situation where you would beneficiate from that. Plus, I don't want to say all the side effects that you can have from using all those little drugs. Even I know that they're not hard drugs and not hard painkillers. And I know that some people would just only take ibuprofen, aspirin, or those lethal painkillers. Still, I think those painkillers are reserved for the moment where you have no way to avoid feeling this pain. But when it comes to muscle soreness, you have a lot of ways to avoid this pain way before you start taking drugs. And also, and this might be a little controversial, but you know what guys, pain is part of doing sport, of doing an effort, of going out of your way, of pushing your body further. That's why you see all those great runners, ultra runners like Scott Jurek or Keenan Jornet talking about how handling the pain is part of the training. And I'm not saying go ahead and hurt yourself because pain is good for you. Of course not. You should try to ease your pain as much as possible, but you're also gonna have to accept a certain amount of pain that you're always gonna feel every time you're doing sport out of your way, every time you're pushing the limits of your body. And just wanting to refuse this pain by cutting it off by something chemical, I don't know, I really don't like the idea of that. I feel like if you can't handle the pain, then run less and work on all the different things we discussed in the beginning of the video about sleep, eating, nutrition, hydration, etc. And I swear that you won't have to use drugs for any of the pain anymore. That's it guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And please go ahead and put in the comments if you disagree with me, if you think that taking a painkiller after or before every run is a good idea, or if you're already doing it. I really want to understand more the mindset of someone who's taking a drug after or before every run. And maybe I'm wrong. wrong, maybe it's a good thing. Let's discuss it in the comments. Regarding the RunStreak update, this morning my weight was at 77.8, so it's finally starting to go down, which is pretty cool because I've been in the plateau since like 4 or 5 days now. So hopefully I'll see even more progress tomorrow. Regarding the run, we ran with Margot today in around 58 minutes for our classic 10K. Pretty cool how Margot is pushing it those days, and I really have to push hard to be able to follow her and always achieve below the 1 hour mark for our 10K. By the way, if you are joining the channel right now, I am in the middle of a 100 days run streak challenge where I run a 10K every single day. I also upload a video on YouTube every single day about tips, feedbacks, and sometimes also about my personal opinion, like today. So if you want to be part of the journey, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you tomorrow.